What is going on, guys? We are back on the Crackpack server, and it's raining out, and we're on here alone. It's a dreary day, and we've just been inside doing some work, so I guess we can go through that now. So, first of all, I finished the ceiling in the little auto spawner room, so this room is complete. It is finito. I actually really like the way it looks. I like how it has that border, kind of like the hard border along the edge where it meets up with the cobblestone that's chiseled. I also really like this, and the contrast looks nice. We finished that room over there last episode, and I've been working on this. It doesn't look like it took very long, but this is actually like out, like in the middle of this little lake, so I had to clear out all the water for like 5 blocks out, and that was really obnoxious to do, especially because I don't have any enchanted stuff, and this room was supposed to be the enchanting room, so I was going to finish this before I enchanted stuff so I could do it on camera. But I really like the way the room turned out. I really think that the window looks good. I still need to get the Tinker's Construct stuff going. That'll probably be next episode, but for now it's fine. This is just the glass that's chiseled to have stone on the outside, so at least it looks like it's got a nice hard line on the outside. And I may end up putting something out here or put like a pathway across. I don't know yet. But like I said, we're going to be enchanting. Now this diamond pig does have a little bit of damage to it, but that's like 1 or 2 hits because I accidentally used that one. But so we're gonna enchant this. I really just want like efficiency and unbreaking. I don't want self-touch. I don't really care about that at all. Just efficiency and unbreaking. That's perfectly fine with me. So if I just get one of those, I'm gonna be a little sad. So here we go. Ooh, okay. That's not bad at all. I'll take that for my first one. Okay, well this will be really nice because I'm gonna have to do some more clearing in the base, and especially over here. I don't know. I guess I never read Minecraft like updates. I never read the notes on those until like it actually affects me, and so I wasn't aware that they made silverfish actually in like in any block. I thought it was only around the end portal. So now like this one right here is a silverfish. Yeah, it's really obnoxious. I don't even have a sword. Because like I don't plan on fighting stuff. And see, this isn't another annoying. Okay, that's a silverfish too. Oh, I heard more silverfish come out of blocks too. God damn it. Well, back there will be our next room. I was planning on making this room go down, but I realized that there's really no point in keeping it symmetrical. It'll actually look a lot better if it's not. So that room goes down over there, but this also causes me to have the same kind of problem. I need your guys' opinion. If this kind of bothers me, and I talked about this before, but the fact that these, since they're carpenter's blocks, they don't blend together like these here. You can see the borders only on the outside, but these have it on like the inside too. That kind of bothers me. It's not a big problem, but I'm curious if you guys think stairs would look better, because these have the same effect as stairs. It's not like walking up a straight slope. It still is just like you're walking upstairs. You just can't see it. So yeah, I'm not really sure about that. And it's the same thing over there. Stairs look a little bit better. You can see a stair here. It looks a little bit better because it looks like with a stair it would be more chiseled on the outside with that line rather than on a slope. But that's really no problem at all. But there is one thing I wanted to go over before we really get into anything this episode, and that's back at the base. Now it's raining out, and that gives me a little bit of lag when I'm out there. So we'll just jump over here with this. I actually need to recharge soon. But yeah, if you just listen really closely for a second, it'll be really quiet. Yeah, you can hear footsteps. Now I was over here ready to record and everything, and I heard these footsteps, and I thought my Minecraft's glitching out. It's, you know, repeatedly making the footsteps sound on wood. I thought it was like my character walking on wood, and then it glitched out. That's not the case. If you look on the minimap right now, you can see my face, my avatar, and that's not actually me. On the map, I'm a little red arrow that you can see right there. So that is something upstairs that has my face on it. And if we come up here, you can see there's some glowstone blocking off. And there's literally every player on the server has these little mini guys up here. Schnicks and Crafted came by. And I think it's his 32nd episode, Crafted's at least. He was recording. They went to everyone's base and did this. Good lord, it looked like it took a long time. They put name tags on them. Every character's named correctly. And if you walk over to the side, they'll come over and let's see if I can get one. Yeah, they pick you up. It looks like you're on a mount and you can't move them around at all. They just pick you up and walk wherever the fuck they want. Fucking chill him. Look at this kid. What does he think he's doing? So I actually really like these. I think it's really cool. The only thing that's kind of obnoxious is like I can't just walk around with them around me. They actually just keep picking you up. So if I dismount, I just get picked up again. Dismount, get picked up again. Dismount, picked up. Dismount, picked up. It's really obnoxious. So the only real way, I don't know, maybe there's like a time limit on how often they can pick you up, because it doesn't look like Chillum's like picking me up anymore. Okay, yeah, so I didn't know that actually. Once they pick you up once or twice, they won't pick you up again for a little bit. I don't know. I really like them though. They're pretty weird. Apparently they're from Open Blocks, so I don't really even know what that is, like, or what part of Open Blocks that is. But yeah, the only real way to get out of there is the Witch's Hand if I want to keep them kind of trapped up in there. Grab the rest of my glass that I was cooking. I do not know actually what we're going to do in here today. The Tinker's Construct stuff is really calling my name, and just because I can get better tools with it and all that. I also want to get back at XB and Schnicks for that, but I don't really have the resources I need. And then another thing is just the general machines, because I need to get a Tesseract made to attach to this down here, the power tap, because I don't really feel like running a cord all the way through here. And right now this is just running off lava power. And then another thing is I need to do an essence berry bush farm, make that into mob essence, and then use that with a tank to fuel this. Now the reason that seems like a really fun thing to do, but this isn't really a necessity because I don't really see what I need out of this. I don't really need any mob drops right now. That would help a lot with the witchery stuff, but we're not doing that for the time being. Oh, and speaking of witchery, you might see that I have these voodoo protection poppets bound to myself. That's because I went over to prank Brink and I thought it'd be fun, and I hadn't watched his videos in a while. And it turns out that he actually made a new base, so I went into his old base with my sneaky methods using the whole black hole thing when you're invisible, and I was going to prank him and everything, and I went up one of his elevators, and it traps you when you get up there. It throws potions at you, kills you, tag locks you. So now he's got my tag locks, and he hasn't done anything yet because clearly I'm not cursed right now, but if he tries to, I have these on me. And I don't have a poppet shelf yet because I didn't make one because I didn't really get into the poppet part of witchery. And I don't really feel like making one right now because he's the only one with my tag locks. So I'm keeping these on me, and I'm going to watch the durability to see if he tries to do anything sneaky. But for now, we're okay. As long as they're in our inventory. I'm not sure if I have to actually be online for them to work in our inventory. But I think as long as they're in our inventory or in a poppet shelf, we're fine. But yeah, so I have to pick between those like kind of like three things, and it's clearly going to be this room extended out, but that is it's going to be a little bit, so I'm going to have to do that work off camera. So when I jump back, we will have a new little project to work on. So I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, so we're back, and I have done some serious work, cleared out a buttload of stuff in this room, and it looks pretty plain now, and unfortunately we are not going to get to setting up the Tinker's Construct stuff. This chest is just some random things that I've stored in here. I can actually dump some of the stuff that I don't actually need in here because we'll keep that for some later building. Something I did not know that you guys may not know is if you have these like blocks, if you shift and then scroll, I don't know if you even need to shift, but I think you do. Yeah, if you shift and scroll, while hovering over this, it'll stay on it, and it'll change the block. I always thought you had to put them down and change it, which is really annoying, but yeah, I didn't know that. So this room is pretty bland in my opinion, but we're going to have stuff going out each side, and we're going to have stuff in the room for the Tinker's construct. So it's going to be a pretty full room, but it's empty for now because I don't have the necessary things for the Tinker's construct, such as like all this different stuff. I don't have the seared brick, and I don't have the grout, so I need to do some gathering for all that. But I will show you guys what I've done so far. I really like the way this turned out. I went with the wedge slope blocks on the side because even though they keep the blocks separated, and by the way, I think this would look amazing if they didn't separate them and they actually blended together, but it adds a little bit of flair to it. I really like the way it still keeps it kind of like tunnel-like, but it doesn't make it just straight. I'll show you guys what it would look like if it was straight. It doesn't look horrible, it just looks kind of plain. Wait, what? What? Where'd that last block go? There was another block there, right? Whatever. I mean, if you look at it, it looks kind of plain from at least from that side. So I think this adds a little bit to it. It makes it look a little bit better. So just slap those in there. Slap that on, and it looks really nice. Then we come through here, we got the typical arches. I went with, rather than going with, I'll show you this. Rather than going with this block, because it's got a little bit more on it, and I may use this eventually, I like the more plain and simple factory block. And then you come into this room, and I just did the corners like this. I was tempted to add one of the carpenter's wedge slopes, or like one of these in the top here, like the triangle in the top, and then add a block on the ceiling. But I need somewhere to put the light, and I really like putting these in the corner. And if I hit F7, this room is fully lit up. So rather than putting stuff in the center of the room, I just keep the glowstone nooks around, and it's perfectly fine. I'm really liking the floor. I thought it might be a little bit too overused, but it's perfectly fine in my opinion. I really like the way it looks. And over here, you can tell that this is a different block. It is a carpenter's block. It's a carpenter's hatch, actually. And that lets us come down in here. Now, eventually, we can just hook up like a single tesseract to all of this, and then all we need is the little redstone signal. And we're going to have a different power source and everything. But until that point, we're going to need to keep the setup like this. So we have the little hatch, and then we can get back up here. And it's really not that noticeable if you're walking along. I really like the fact that you can use carpenter's hatches and doors and everything. So I know this was a little bit of a shorter episode, guys, but we got some work done. We got a good enchant. And yeah, I used this pick to clear out that whole room, and it's not even close to being broken. So I think we're good to go for a while. It allowed me to clear this out so much faster. But if you guys have any ideas for different types of blocks that we could use that would look good, or some other kind of room you want to see, feel free to post that in the comments. And once again, I apologize for the shorter video, but it's like 6 in the morning right now, so I wanted to get something out because I haven't put a video out in a while. But man, I really like the way the base is turning out. I've been told that the base looks a little bit too much like Ethos, which is why if there is a block that you guys think that I can replace, you know, the factory blocks with, because that's kind of Ethos style, feel free to tell me. But I personally like the style. I didn't try and copy him at all. It's actually copying someone on the server. I was copying Chillum because I was watching Crafted help him make something in his base, and I noticed that this was his style. It was when Crafted was doing a server tour, actually. But yeah, I really like the way it's turning out. We're going to finish up the Tinker's Construct room next time, get some of our tools done, and maybe do the Essence Berry Bush farm. I got to find some Essence Berry Bush around before we can do that. But to all the new subscribers, thank you guys for subscribing. I'm sorry I haven't put videos out recently, but if you guys want to see every time I do put a new video out, feel free to subscribe. Also, we have some new guys on the server. I know Enfuego, who I will put in the members on the side of my channel. I know he's a member of at least the vanilla server. There's 2 new guys that I also have to add, but they were just added today, so I have yet to see their channels. But yeah, you guys can check that out. They'll also have their links in the description. If you guys liked the video, feel free to give it a like. If you have any feedback, feel free to post it in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.